thinking, and no, there's not another flat surface anywhere around here. That's why I'm trying to get this marked and everything here so I can try to find another flat surface to cut with. Hey everyone. So today is going to be a little bit of a cleanup day. I know we have a lot of those around here, but we also have a lot of junk. So today I bought a little bin. It's a little 30, I think it's a 30 container bin, a little thing. It pops on the wall and you hook little bins into it. I got it from Harbor Freight. It was pretty cheap. I can't remember exactly how much it was, but it's just something to kind of help organize what we have. We would love to have some metal drawer cabinets to organize some of the brass fittings that I have, but we haven't found any of those yet. So in the meantime, I've got some of these, not for necessarily the brass fittings because they're too heavy, but I've got some of these just for like the little smaller things, but it's not crazy heavy stuff. So we're going to be putting that up today, and probably just a hodgepodge of other different things. So hope you enjoy and follow along. Get another one like that. Okay. Other ones had a lot of screws in them, so I don't think I'd have been able to do that with any of the other ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably did it right up there. Now, let's go through these in the trash. I know it's a shop, but I still want to keep it relatively. Okay, so I get to use my little jig here. I haven't used this thing in quite a while. As you can see, it's got a bunch of dust on it. But this is a jig made by Krieg, not 100% sure, but there it is. And it basically cuts the little angled pocket screws, I guess you'd say. Like it cuts all of the angles where you can do an angle into the board. I'll show you in just a minute. But it also has all of the, like, here's a drill bit. And here you have screws that you also get with it. It's like, this was like a little kit. And you can use their screws or you can use other screws, it doesn't really matter. But they give you the bits for their screws, and you can buy different ones, different lengths and stuff like that. You can get I got this one, I think, at Lowe's. You probably can get them anywhere. If I find it on Amazon, I'll see if I can put a link down in the description. That way you can kind of see what I have, if they still make it. This is a couple of years old, so they may have a newer one. But either way, whichever one that I can find on Amazon or whatever, I will post. If I can find this one, great. If I can find the new one, I'll post both of them. That way you'll be able to see which one it is. One thing, this actually has the end for an impact driver also, so you can just pop it into an impact driver. I use a drill just because I like the control of a drill, especially since I'm actually drilling a hole. But if you had something that you needed to use, like an impact driver or something like that, like pretty tough or things, and you just honestly all you have is an impact driver, this would still work for that. Okay, so basically we have our wood locked And these holes right here, see, these are different sizes. These far two would be for like a full 2x4, 2x6, whatever it may be, 2x8. You can put anything as wide as you want to in here theoretically. But these are for those. Those are the widest holes that you have. Then there's some here where you have a little small strip of wood, but you still want to put 2 screws in. They're really close. Then you have these right here, which I'm going to utilize for this piece of wood that's kind of a mid-range that'll put 2 evenly spaced, because I have these lines lined up in the middle roughly of this board. So you got a bunch of different options and different things. I mean, if you want to put one here, 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 I mean, however you want to do it, or if you want to put all 3. They're not dead center, but you would be able to put 3 if you had a board wide enough. So that's how that works. And then you just bottom the board out into here. We'll drill right into here and drill right into here, and I'll show you what the finished product is. We'll snap this out here, and as you can see, here's the 2 holes. They don't go all the way through the end here, but they are actually really deep. So it doesn't look like it's going to go in there, but you go in there a good little bit and you still have it catches about right here roughly on the wood. So you're still going to go into that other piece of wood. I'm probably going to use 2-inch screws, maybe 2.5. That should catch either way. So we'll flip this over and we'll do the other side and see how we do. That will work. Then we'll do all these other boards here too. Some of these are not as wide. So we'll do all these, and I may have to adjust the holes here and there, but we will just kind of play it by ear as we go. Okay, I forgot to turn the boards over, so I had to go back and do the other side of the boards. Yeah, I'm an idiot. One thing also, I was having to back in and out a good bit with this bit right here, and I had also forgotten that this has a hookup on the side. There's a little attachment that I've got in the other room that you can put right here for a shop vac to pull all of the dust out, because it does build up in there. In fact, I can probably bang a lot of it out there. The problem is right now, it's very wet where we're at. We had a lot of dew this morning, so I think a lot of this kind of gummed up my holes and everything in here, so yeah, that probably would have made my drill work a little bit better, because it was struggling there for just a little while, probably a weak battery and everything. So, but yeah, that's what happened. We did all 4 of those boards. A little bit of a mess, so we'll clean this up and see if we can't get these boards placed on the wall, see how it does. Again, I know it's a shop, but still, you got to keep it clean as much as possible, or else all this will build up. Which, by the way, great little brush here. It's a little stiff Brussels brush. Yeah, that's how you say that. That's the brand. We use this, oddly enough, for the fins on our air conditioner outside that we use temporarily. The stiffness of these bristles actually straightens it, because I bought a fin tool also. It works okay. This works 10 times better. And I also use this for things like this. I wash it off in between. And we also use this to clean off my CNC table, because like sometimes the wood and everything like that gets a little bit of dust on it. This is stiff enough to clean that off, but it also doesn't harm the CNC machine. So works really well. If you get a chance, I'll see if I can put a link to it in the description also. Perfect. Yep. First one should not matter. It's a little bit high, but I'm going to put this down a little bit. Let me turn this where you can see a little better. It's going to actually go a little past where you can see here. I'm going to put it down a little bit lower. We'll still be able to see in the top bend, so that'll make it a lot easier there. So we'll go ahead, I'm going to get this leveled up. We'll put these up and then see if we can mount it to the wall. That's not going anywhere. Should be pretty straightforward. Here are the little baskets that go on it. So let's see if we can figure this out here. Well, I put it on upside down. Apparently there's a lip here and not here. I should have paid attention to that. So I'm gonna take all this off and turn it right side up and put it back on. But through the magic of video, you guys will see it instantly. And there we go, got it fixed. So it actually ended up being a little bit lower even than I had it because this lip, the way it's designed. So even better. I did that on purpose. Put it on upside down. Okay, not bad for what it is. Like I said, I bought it home for free. Here's the box. It's kind of hard to, there you go. You kind of see 30 bin wall mount. You see how they have it set up here. These, it looks like those are separated. They're actually not. It's all one piece on the back, which I mean, you could probably cut it and separate them. That's not a big deal. There's a little, yeah, there's a little thing right here. I guarantee you can take like a hacksaw, just cut that. So if you wanted to stack these one on top of each other, that'd be also very possible. So yeah, it's not a bad little, thing. I don't know that I would trust like a bunch of heavy things, like a bunch of these things in it right here, but I mean, little cotter pin stuff, everything would be perfect for that. So yeah, seems great. Oh, it did not come with these screws to screw it into the wall, which again, nothing bad, just an observation. That way you kind of know, hey, you need some screws to go into. There's 3, 1, 2, 3, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll need about 12 screws if you want to put every screw in. So we'll see. Okay, so Dad is on his way here with some guys. Oh, Dad is here, excuse me. He was on his way here. They had a church breakfast this morning that they had to go to. So he is done with that. He's here, and I think there's going to be some guys coming to work. Yeah, there's a couple guys coming here to work so we can get some things done. We've got to get some things ready. We've got to put back here where the bridge collapsed or washed out. We've actually got to put some more dirt in there, and we've actually got a guy that's going to help us with a dump truck. So Dad's going to do that next week, and then we've got to get everything kind of cleared out for a path for the dump truck. So that's kind of going to be the next thing that we have to do today, because there's not a lot in the way. Wow, it got really dark really quick. Let me see if I can. There we go. There's not a whole lot in the way, but there are some things that are in the way, but mainly they're on pallets, and it's not anything that's just crazy. We really need to move it because I don't want the dump truck to pop a tire or anything like that on the way back there. So we're gonna see if we can move a lot of that stuff around here, hopefully next. Get it close to the ground as you can without touching the ground. Okay? I'm gonna have to pull the hose. Is that a cedar? No, it's a fir. It is a cedar. you.